Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run. Today we are taking a look at, well, you can see the deck list up there. We'll just set that aside for the time being, but we're now in Historic All Access. So this is the one midweek Magic where everyone gets access to every card available in Historic for free. So it's pretty much the one time, so everyone's going to be trying to test out all the decks with all the rares, all the mythics. So we're kind of expecting a lot of combo. I don't expect a lot of aggro here, so that's why we're going with the discard plan. But we do have some, we do have some considerations for some aggro, but not quite a lot. If your experience feels like there's a lot more aggro than usual, then I would probably, then I'd probably cut some of the utility cards for more removal, in a sense. So this one's pretty much historic discard. So we start off with the classic 8/1 1-drop spells. Thoughtseize, Inquisition of Kozilek, very good discard effects. We pretty much combo into Waste Not. Our payoff is generally Waste Not and Tiny Bones Trinket Thief. We have some of our early removal in Chainer's Edict, Liliana's Triumph, in case we're up to against aggro mid-range. Kind of knock the seal out of their wings. Then afterwards, it's pretty much into more discard. Davriel's our other payoff. Go Blank is pretty good against some of the combo decks. It kind of knocks the seals out of Mizzix's Mastery decks, or not Indomitable Creativity, but it does knock the seals a bit out of that in Dragonstorm. We have Graveyard Trespasser to pretty much take advantage of that. It's a way to get a body on the board and to start eating our opponent's cards if we don't have to go blank. We have a few copies of Gutmorn. This is pretty much to see if we can borrow our opponent's cards. We have Concealing Curtains. It is a 1-drop, but you don't get the discard until turn 3. And they do get to draw a card. We are running Pelaka Predation as an extra effect there. So it's actually pretty simple. I got 2 wins really quickly, but I don't necessarily think that's representative of the entire pool, unless everyone in the world decided that we're going to run combo. But the plan is pretty much to try to deny our opponent's early plays as much as possible. I would appreciate having more discard. Maybe I could have cut down some of the ancillary effects, but this is definitely a good keep. We get turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2 Waste Not, turn 3 Go Blank. So we have the Nito combo here, and it gives us an idea how to play against our opponents. So divide by 0, Crippling Fear. We'll knock out 1 divide. Then we drop the Waste Not. So our opponent is also control. I'm not so certain if the Go Blank is going to hit now that but we did take out opponent is Ruin Crab. So they're gonna try to mill us out here. So I might just go Chainer's Edict here. They might have a Spell Pierce. No, they don't. I can do the Go Blank. So this is definitely some sort of mill-esque strategy. It actually could be straight up rogues for all I know. So we're gonna cast the Trespasser, see if we can get our opponent to bounce this. Also, none of our stuff costs 4 or more, so it kind of dodges Divide by 0. At least it dodges the learn part. So we eat the crab. If they bounce it, Fading Hope. They have to discard a card. So thank you, I guess. If they discard the land, it gives us the mana to actually go for the Go Blank. Okay, it gives us the mana. So we'll let that resolve. They get the Scry. Now we have to decide if we want to do the... Actually, their hand is known. So they will discard us. Yeah, let's just nuke their hand. It will give us a card. It will also get us 2 mana that we won't particularly need, but they would be quite empty-handed at this point. So 2 mana and a card. Okay, ooh, another Waste Not. We'll take that. And right off the bat, our opponent is now down to just, well, 1 card. It's a divide by 0. So we'll force them to probably use it up at this point. Yeah, they're just gonna bounce it. No biggie, but that's the last of their cards. They're now living off the top of their deck already at this point. They do go Teaching of the Archaic, so they do draw into more cards, which is actually not bad for us. It's more fodder for us. So we go Davriel. Make them discard a card. Let's see what it's up. And we can also go Concealing Curtains. The fact that they redraw a card is not too bad in the sense that it gives us actually more things to make them discard. So they're giving us 2 cards. Another Concealing Curtains and another land. So kind of interesting also because it dodges Crippling Fear. I don't think their entire plan is milled. This definitely looks like a rogue deck. And now we get to make them discard. Well, unfortunately, we can't make them discard a land. We probably will have to use Davriel for that. Infernal Grasp kills that. Okay.
A mind is a terrific thing to waste.
So that draws us 2 more cards. And let's see. Anything in the yard? Not really. Yeah, opponent concedes before we can make them discard the last card. Got that engine going reasonably well. So we so not too shabby, I would say. Just some. Yeah, it's kind of sad if the way to go in Historic is to make sure other people don't get to do what they do, but it's either that or you have to be faster on your combo. You have to be not just faster in your combo, but you have to be able to protect your combo in a manner of speaking. And protecting the cards in your hand is kind of protecting your combo. If you can get all your cards down, that's also another way to protect combo. I am figuring that you probably want something like Witch's Vengeance or Crippling Fear down the line. So this one is not great. We have removal, but none of our early 1-drops. I'll show you what happens if you don't get the discard engine going. Now we do have a sort of discard with Gutmorn. We need one more, but we need 1 more land for any of these 3 to work. So, and oh yeah, did I mention that there is a cycling deck that? Okay, so we can discard Gutmorn, but we will be forced to discard one of these, so not so great. Probably just go with the Graveyard Trespasser. Let's give them something to think about. There is no well, there is a Mana Tide, so we could get got by that. Opponent is letting it land. Opponent goes Expressive Iteration. Okay, so digging for spells. Finds a land. We need to have information of what they have. So these Chainer's Edicts, Liliana's Triumph is not looking good for us. No Lightning Bolt per se. No Frostbite either based on the lands played. I might just do the go blank, but it might be too soon. I definitely, if I discard Gutmorn, I definitely don't want to discard the go blank. I might have to discard the Triumph and actually just let the Gutmorn die. Okay, opponent does have a Mizzix Mastery, so... we're going to attack first because we're able to snipe this one that's in the yard. We can play Davriel, just start making them discard more cards, but I'm trying to think of what is a good 4-mana spell that could get us in trouble. I might also just let this flip. Because at least a 4-4 will survive more than a... yeah, we'll let it flip. Because the 4-4 would survive a lot more things that that this deck generally has. Our opponent is playing a lot of... so he could go Waste Not, but I'm actually going to just swing first. See if our opponent responds to this. So... yeah, I might just play the Davriel now. There is... opponent is holding just a full grip at this point.
The mask is scary, but underneath, I'm just a normal guy.
Now, the discard the card part actually kind of helps our opponent, so we probably should have played this first. We're kind of giving our opponent a hand here. So this is also a whiff on our part. We were better off playing the Go Blank. Unexpected Windfall discards a Shark Typhoon. So they are kind of about to combo.
I don't think you'll be needing that.
Discards a Fire Prophecy. Actually, they do have the 2 tokens, so they can do a single Indomitable Creativity. Nice thing about having Liliana's Triumph Chainer's Edict is that our opponent will have to name both instant and sorcery with Serra's Emissary. And even then, Liliana's Triumph does dodge the... I should be looking for each opponent's sacrifices. That is sorcery speed. I could have run the I could have run the Soul Shatter, but that is kind of expensive. But yeah, right now we're not in the discard plan right now. We're actually just in the... so we're gonna make opponent discard again. I really want to play the Waste Not. But our opponent has so much mana. Let's see. I'm not so sure what I don't want to see again. If our opponent has Lier, they'll have access to both Fire Prophecy and Windfall, so we'll take the Windfall. Oh wait, that was up to 2. I could have taken both. Oops. So we're now holding Liliana's Triumph up now. Basically, we're waiting for our opponent to do something. They have quite a lot of mana right now. Sniping that Mastery was quite decent. But yeah, Indomitable Creativity, X equals 2. So they go for the 2 Serra's Emissaries. They have to name creature. And... let's see, instant. Unfortunately, this does not target. This one targets, but they did not name sorcery. They do have the Pact of Negation to counter it, so we'll have to try again next turn.
Oh, fine. Let's tidy up in there.
So we got them to discard another creativity. We also know that they're kind of gonna be shy on mana. So take 7. I might as well swing first. Let's see, how many creatures do they have? Just the one? No, we'll go with the edict again. Let's see if they have another Pact of Negation. Nope, they don't. And let's make sure those two don't come back again. And we can play this one down. Opponent does go for the Serra's Emissary, and they have to name creature here. So now we have to have now we have the alternate plan. We do have to go blank. We can nuke their graveyard. So let's see. Waste not. Gutmorn. So we can discard, let's see. At the end of each yeah, let's just discard the other Gutmorn. I'm not too sure on this one. So we get to draw a card. So no point attacking. Our opponent also still has protection from creatures, so we really need to hit our last bit of removal. Ooh, they did hit the Mizzix Mastery. We should have gone for the go blank. And let's see, they did take quite a few spells actually. Let's. Well, they're not casting the Pact, but they are casting the Fire Prophecy. Let's see, they're casting the Fire Prophecy. Indomitable. Okay, the Expressive Iterations does something. The Indomitable Creativities don't. Yeah, we goofed up. We should have gone for the go blank right away. Though we could do go. Yeah, our opponent's also gonna load up their hand, so. Yeah, we kind of goofed up that one. Opponent is forced to discard a card, which will actually give us a card. And 2 mana that we can't quite use. We'll let that resolve. So we need to survive for, well, two turns. Just to go for the tiny bones, but we also need to get rid of these cards in their hand. So we lose the Graveyard Trespasser. Opponent could play the Hard Evidence. Okay, bye bye Graveyard Trespasser. But yeah, we need to do go blank, tiny bones, and maybe something else. Opponent is going to play Hard Evidence, so it will dodge. It will dodge any sacrifice effects unless we happen to draw more than one. So we pass the combat. We will take because yeah, technically we take for now. Okay, we did hit another go blank. And we can't. Oh, there's another problem here. At the beginning of each end step, if an opponent discarded a card this turn, you draw a card and you lose a life. Ooh, that's a bit of a problem. Hold on. Let's do the go blank first. I should have done that a lot earlier. Let's see, what did they discard? Draw a card, token, gets us a few extra copies. This is another Davriel. But we don't have the mana. That's the problem. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this to see if we can hit the land. Okay. Put one in hand. Put one in live. Play that. Might as well because we can play that into Concealing Curtains, but that's 6 mana. We need to have 8. We need to have 8, or we need to at least ding our opponent enough. Unfortunately, that is not going to do it. Our opponent still has cards in hand. Yeah, we had an interesting concept, but Magma Opus, yeah, that was gonna do it. So we kind of goofed up on that one. We needed to have more. We need to have quite a more removal than we thought we did. Though the removal was just for the Ceres Emissary. The fact that we managed to take out 2 of them was quite good. So I'm not too nonplussed about that. It might be a good argument for switching it to a 4/2. But we'll leave that to 4 copies of Liliana's Triumph, 2 copies of Chainer's Torment. Another thing we could have done was we should have done the go blank immediately to at least blank their... It would have at least blanked their Mizzix Mastery. Okay, so not so great for us. We have to do the Pelaka Predation as land because we really want to hit our tree. We definitely want to hit the Waste Knot. Okay, maybe we don't have to. And let's be nice. Gifted Aetherborn. We're kind of a bit sideways here. We'll play Waste Knot. Our opponent, this could easily just... Oh, this looks like it's going to be all creatures based on this. Vampire Socialite. Oh, it's just vamps. Nice. So, interestingly enough, we are... And we're going to need as much value as possible, so we're going to go for the go blank immediately. If we can get our opponent to discard 2 creatures, perfect. That gives us stuff to block Gifted Aetherborn with. Yeah, let's just get this out of the way. They might have a combat trick? No, unlikely. So we just trade those resources. Bloodthirsty Aerialist. Yeah, we're just gonna do Davriel as some cannon fodder. Make our opponent discard a card. We start dinging them this way. But next, we need to figure something out for next turn. Actually, now... Okay, opponent is going to just take a swing at us. This is where...
Time to run.
Sky Marcher Aspirant. Okay, makes sense. So this is the part where now all... Okay. Ooh, I should not have played that. I should have played this one. So we're gonna play Davriel again. Not to make discard anything, but now we're gonna play Tiny Bones also. So just to ding our opponent a little bit more. Yeah, well, it's fine, I guess. It's very unlikely our opponent... Yeah, this is the deck is weak against aggro in a sense if our opponent can just play everything. So, kind of forgot that Sky Marcher does not have flying. Voldaren Ambusher sniped Tiny Bones, unfortunately. Yeah, this is where the deck falls apart. And the Pelaka Predation not doing anything there. So yeah, good. Yeah, good plan. Unfortunately, our so there are enough creature matchups where we do want to run some sort. Yeah, we only had 6 pieces of creature removal there. The Pelaka Predation kind of replaces lands. We could cut another land or two in a sense. But we needed to make our opponent discard quite aggressively. We didn't have that we didn't get that early on. A board wipe would be interesting as well. This is 23. I guess I can cut one more, go down to 22. And maybe just up the triumphs a bit. See if that slight adjustment pans out. Yeah, as you can see that doesn't always work, but it is a relatively fast one to go through, and more importantly, it's very easy to port over if you want to do historic on your own. I'm actually surprised to see that particular vampire matchup. But yeah, we did keep a hand without much discard, so that one's kind of on us. This one we're definitely keeping. We can do Inquisition 1, Thoughtseize 2, hold up by playing Pelaka. So this is the Scurry Oak combo, so we're gonna take out their life gain. So Concealing Curtains is also a thing. Yeah, I guess we just do Thoughtseize right away. Okay, so they're swimming in Trelasara, so we're taking out the Scurry Oak. Trelasara Moon Dancer. Snipe the Scurry Oak. They might have a life gain card by this point. We definitely want to use Inquisition to take out... Okay, they don't have it. So we have two choices. We can either go Inquisition or we can go... No, I'm not giving them... Oh, we can technically give them the Concealing Curtains. They can't activate it. So we get Trelasara, they get Concealing Curtains. And let's see if there's anything we can make them discard. We can't make them discard Coco. So that might be a problem if they do hit the combo. We can make them discard the Concealing Curtains, so... Yeah, we'll keep ourselves another copy of the... And we attack. Snipe Trelasara and Concealing Curtains. Now the problem is, can they hit their combo or not? They are incentivized to cast it right away. Actually, no, they are missing too many parts of the combo. So we're gonna activate this. They will activate Coco right away to see if they can find parts of their combo. They do find some. We will make them discard the Voice of the Blessed. So yeah, the Scurry Oak is kind of the combo kill, is kind of the part that kills us. They're not going for that, so they're going for life gain plus a counter, 2 counters. I am willing to just block with Gutmorn at this point. I've seen enough cards already. They might not even swing at all. They're definitely not gonna swing. It's gonna be super weird. Now the funny thing is, we can just go Voice of the Blessed Trelasara, swing with Graveyard Glutton, eat their Trelasara. They know they have to block something I play. They're really missing the Scurry Oak part of the combo. Well, I guess we denied that from them.
Dealing with you would be easier than dealing with demons. Perish the thought.
So that gets us a land, which allows us to play probably just play the Trelasara, because we do want to scry, and we definitely want to swing with these because it takes our opponent down to quite close actually. So eat your Trelasara, eat Ajani's Welcome. We don't want another land. Going for the lifelink to stay alive. Okay. But now that takes out the Lunar Veteran part of the combo, they will need to... We get to take them down to 5. So now they have to, but they still just need 2 cards. It's Scurry Oak plus any one life effect. They will most likely cast and swing. Oh, they're not. Going for the Coco. Okay. Let's see if they hit the combo. They don't quite hit the combo. So if we swing with these two, it's gonna just get bunked by a 6/6. We eat their Lunar Veteran though. Yeah, we're gonna give up the Graveyard Glutton, so we're gonna eat these 2 cards. I don't think we need another Go Blank at this point. Our opponent is not gonna... And we'll just play Concealing Curtains, give ourselves another defender. We take them down to 2. Our opponent can still catch up with life just by swinging at us, I guess. That was their they did have to go through their second Coco, but now they just need 1 life gain effect. If they hit another Coco, it would be kind of annoying, but sometimes that's how it is. Yeah, we're now at the part of the game where... Okay, if our opponent swings a Trelasara, I probably double block with these 2. Opponent will gain quite a bit of life, but without any first strike, it should be fine. Opponent is trying to do the maths because they know I'm going to just transform this guy. I can even I can only target opponent, but I can choose to not let them discard if it gets to that. That just puts counters. Okay, puts a counter there, but it's basically just a way to keep the life up, I would say. So nothing to discard. So opponent goes down to 1, then they go down to 2. No interest in actually casting either of those. Actually, I now realized I made another mistake. I forgot to put man lands here. So opponent goes down to 1.
Struggling.
They're now highly incentivized to... They are now highly incentivized to make something else like... Okay. Now this is gonna... Okay, now this is a problem because they now they've assembled the combo the hard way. I would need to block it, but that gets the combo going. So yeah, that's good game. Ooh, so close. So close, so close. I just needed an extra source of damage. Ugh. Yeah, I forgot to put man lands here. No wonder the deck is so cheap. You know what? I'll own it for now. Definitely put Hive of the Eye Tyrant if you can. It also helps in eating cards in the yard. Yeah, how did I forget that? But the fact that we won a few games off this and got very close in others without having to resort to... Yeah, but we really needed the extra creature. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Also an argument for, say, a Castle Lockwing so that we can get some card draw. We can probably cut one Palaka Predation that way. Bajuka Bog, well, we have other ways to exile, so we're not incentivized to run that. Yeah, some minor tweaks here and there. I should actually edit the deck list first before I close this one. We'll probably do another game or two of this. It's interesting enough concept, at least just to be annoying. Yeah, but think of the games that we kind of survived. So we're definitely keeping this. We don't need the Curtains turn 1, but we definitely want Inquisition turn 1. It also allows us to hold up the Predation, so if ever we need to Chainer's Edict. Okay, so... Inquisition turn 1 is always good. So opponent is playing Goblins, so we're going to snipe the Prospector. They do have the Iron Crag Feet combo, so... We're probably going to snipe that next. We're okay with our opponent having the Goblin because we have an out for that. Multiple outs for that. We are going to end up giving them a card just to... I could do the go blank. But let's start putting some early pressure. So War Chief. Yeah, we'll take out... Yeah, they're only going to be able to play those one at a time, so we're... War Chief. Swings. Might as well swing. It's not like it's blocking. And perfect, we hit another land. I guess we slowed them down. Opponent probably plays Chandra, snipes the Revealing Eye. If they play more Goblins, then we have another reasonable out here. They're probably more likely to play Chandra at this point, though. No, they're playing Goblins. Okay, so we do have to try... Yeah, we're gonna do Chainer's Edict first because Triumph, well, only snipes creatures too, so that's a bit of a no. But it does, if our opponent does go for the Goblin Chief, then we can snipe it. Yeah, I'm actually surprised they didn't go for Chandra quite yet. it ETBs with 4. If we can get our opponent's hand to very few cards, the next goal is to actually just go blank. Chieftain. So there's also a Davriel, but we'll save that. Let's nuke as much of their hand as possible. So this could be a Muxus, but they would need 1 more mana. Nope. But it is a Goblin Matron, so they are kind of tutoring for it. It does mean that we have, let's say they tutor for Muxus, we can force them to discard 1 of 2 cards in the process. Yep, they're going for Muxus. Another go blank would be, oh wow. Nope.
Make this quick.
Didn't.
I'm for empty
Now they will have to top deck a Muxus, but we at least get them down to 3.
All I've left you is pain.
Goblin Chieftain. They can snipe. They could snipe Dav, but they die in the process, so they're not. So with that in mind, play the land, play the Graveyard Trespasser, clear the Muxus, so we don't have to. And actually, that's it. Game. Don't even have to attack. Woo! Yeah, we needed all these edicts one by one. It also helped that our opponent was just playing creatures one at a time. Yeah, our opponent had 2, and we had their kind. But it does tell us that we probably want to have some ways of wiping the board. Path of Peril. Okay, it would have missed that one. You probably at least wanted the Crippling Fear, even Witch's Vengeance, because most of the decks that rely on creatures tend to be tribal. So you could actually get away with the Witch's Vengeance. It is 1 mana cheaper. That is something to consider. We'll do 1 more game. And but yeah, that was very interesting. Yeah, sniping the Iron Crag combo was only because we happened to have the creature removal. I was actually kind of expecting to get overwhelmed at some point, but not. Okay, so definitely Totsy's turn 1. And to something turn 2, depending what our opponent has. I might just do Concealing Curtains turn 2, but we have the... Okay, so this is the Fateless Looting combo. We need to minimize the number of cards they draw. So we'll knock the opt out. Dragon's Rage Channeler. So that gives us Chainer's Edict. Actually, I should have discarded the Arclight Phoenix because I knew I had to go blank to go for it. But but they are more likely to just discard now. So opponent holding up the opt. I don't know if they have single mana protection. Okay, takes them down to 2 cards. Take them down to 1.
Let's tidy up.
And if our opponent discards a creep... Okay, so now we can go Graveyard Trespasser and just keep making them discard. They need to play lands. Let's see. Nope, opponent concedes. Yeah, managed to nuke them out on that one. So there we go. This is a relatively quick episode, but hey, we got our games in, and we managed to be the party pooper. We managed to spoil a lot of our opponent's decks here there. So there we go. That's gonna be it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care, God bless, stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone.